Hello, and thank you very much for pressing play. This is a re-recording of a webinar which was held November 2nd, 2022. And in this video, we'll be discussing how your organization can leverage reforestation or tree planting as part of your holiday campaigns through your Shopify store. So, JP, I'll be your host for today. My background is in IT sales and marketing, and at Digital Humani, I'm on the board and I also handle commercial relationships. So I'll be your host for today, and I hope you'll make it to the very end because this is a very interesting topic to tackle on the Shopify front. So today's menu, we're going to introduce to you 3 organizations which can make this idea of reforestation happen at the speed of light because shopping season is upon us. What is value-based customer engagement marketing and why it matters? Why reforestation matters beyond the obvious, well, it's trees, and getting automation of tree planting in Shopify within a day or even almost within an hour, it can be done. And I'd like to remind everybody that I'm sales and I can get this done. So there's a high trust factor for you and your teams. So who is the dynamic trio? So first and foremost, there's the good folks at Meza, getmeza.com. They are a Shopify app which enables automation and integration, and they built the integration for Shopify for Digital Humani. Digital Humani is a reforestation as a service cloud-based platform for ordering trees, basically based on any business activity. And once you planted, as you can guess, they get the trees in the ground. It's a non-for-profit with a global reach, which does amazing work. So first and foremost, why? What is value-based customer engagement marketing? It means you're talking to your customers and engaging with your customers and prospects in the terms and conditions where they will feel their values are met. So why do you want to do this? Loyalty, higher sales close rates, more referrals, a competitive advantage, because if I'm a customer looking at A and B and one offers reforestation and the other one doesn't, maybe I'll go with the one with reforestation. So, and why it matters numerically, and this is something that we all want to know, we are seeing a shift in generational commercial values. And here's the big number that you need to remember. 75% of millennials and Gen Zs will favor brands with social engagement. So if you cater to that audience, that's where you need to start investing some time in. And 63% of Gen Zs will more likely buy from an organization which is socially engaged. So my case is done, Your Honor. And Q4 is the quarter of the year, so if you want to get some trees in the ground and strengthen those relationships, now's the time. And we're even a bit late, but we can get this done, as I said, super fast. So before you jump into this direction and go like, wait a minute, who else is doing this? My boss is going to ask me, name me 3 brands which do this successfully. Well, here's more than 3, and some of my favorites include Patagonia for their Mother Earth is our sole shareholder approach, which was announced this fall, which is amazing. It's such a great, courageous corporate approach. I like Cotopaxi because not only because I wear their clothes and my wife hates the orange T-shirt, but they're a B corporation that uses recycled fabrics. Fairphone makes self-repairable smartphones, repairable electronics. Speaking of which, there's iFixit, which focuses on the right to repair, and so on, and so on, and so on. So you're not alone. You're not the first. We're still in the early adopter phase, so you can have a competitive advantage on this topic. Now, we can do many things, and a lot of organizations talk about carbon offsets. And why reforestation if we're going to talk about carbon offsets? Because in the e-commerce world, and you're handling a transaction that is usually reasonably quick, you don't want to have a dialogue and justify why this, why that. Reforestation, carbon offset, we get to the same destination ultimately. But you don't need to explain trees to your customers. Now, we just removed a whole lot of friction by saying with your order, you can, clean the air by planting a tree. It's simple, it's self-explanatory, and it works. So we get to the same destination, different language, and we're not creating obstacles. So how this thing works, right, in Shopify. So first and foremost, you have a customer like Fry showing up on your website, buying something, and an automation is triggered in the Meza app. And Meza will actually send that request for tree planting to Digital Humani. And at the end of the month, you approve the tree planting, and once you're planted, invoices you for the trees that you've ordered, and they put them in the ground. It's that simple. It's that level of, yeah, I get this, it's doable, and it works. So we're a bit late in the shopping season this year to present this idea, so we need to keep things simple, moving forward rapidly and efficient. So I think we've achieved that in this context. And how do you get this done? Again, reminder, I come from sales and I can get this done. And again, high trust for your teams to get this done as well. First and foremost, you get a free Digital Humani account and you get your credentials. Credentials is enterprise ID for organization, and your API key is like your password to make sure that you're you. Do not share your API key unless it's required in your Meza app integration. It's like a password. So I'm not going to go into security today, but it's that simple to get set up in Digital Humani. And then you install from the Shopify App Store the Meza app by pressing a button. You know the drill? And then you configure it, and guess what? There's templates. You don't need to do the heavy lifting. There's templates that the guys from Meza built to get this moving forward faster. And you fill the blanks, including your API key, which is where you add it, and your organization ID and all that kind of information. And they have all the information built in to guide you to get this done. Again, easy, doable, with a hand-holding type approach. Now, as for your automation itself, you're going to put your organization ID, your project ID, which is the reforestation project at not Digital Humani, but at One Tree Planted. And the one I chose for this example is where they are needed, which means they decide where they go based on their priorities at One Tree Planted. If you don't know where to plant, look at the whole inventory of projects they've got. Odds are they may even have something in your part of the world, and you can plant locally. Now, next steps. How do you want to do this? You see how hard it was. So now you want to decide how. Do you want to do 1 tree per order, 1 tree per product, specific products? There's a fair amount of flexibility in the system. And do you want customers to add trees to their order at their expense? Like when you go to the grocery store, my grocery store, I go to self-checkout, and when I'm ready to pay, do you want to add a $2 donation for the food bank? Of course I will add $2 for the food bank. So same kind of mindset. Again, strengthening the relationship and get some good done and build those sales. Then you go on your soapbox and scream your lungs out about it. Social media, email campaigns, talk to your sales team, talk to your employees. We're doing this year because the Cyber Monday, Black Friday season is environmentally expensive. So we want to do our part and offset this. Now you measure success. You may want to do also some A/B testing campaigns and all that usual marketing stuff that your team is really good at. And how about some upselling and cross-selling while we're at it? So if you add this product, we'll plant 2 trees in your name, or make it work for your business. And do you want to repeat this other than in this current shopping season? You can do it thematically, seasonally, occasionally, product launches, new product line, etc. Or you can do like the folks at The Hoodie, which is a company that produces hoodies, which are like human tent size. They're amazingly big, comfortable. I could fit my family of 4 in one quite possibly. And it's a permanent SKU in their inventory that they manufacture. And as you can see, the screen grab I made from their website, they were just short of 45,000 trees in the ground. 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 45,000 with that item alone. So imagine what kind of impact that has with their audience and relationships, enhanced sales, etc. So if you want to tie it up together and you want to get this thing going, you can get it done today if it's early enough in the day. 5 p.m., a little hard. But you, at the end of the month, will get your email from Digital Humani asking for confirmation of what you've ordered to make sure that One Tree Planted invoices you the right amount of trees. And you can add more trees. Like if you set up some internal benchmarks, gates, objectives, or anything like that, if we sell for $1 million, the company will plant 1,000 trees in the employees' names. You can add those, and you can leverage the trees internally as well now. One Tree Planted will invoice you for all the trees, $1 US per tree. It's done directly with One Tree Planted. Digital Humani does not transact the funds. And other fees. Digital Humani is free. Knock yourself out. We're a registered not-for-profit funded by donations. And Meza has a free plan so you can start playing with this, getting it working, proving it to your boss in a sandbox without spending $1 and going to your boss and saying, like, look what I did. You want to turn this on overnight? I've got this camping built around it as well. And roll with it. Be distinctive. Surpass your competition. Build those relationships with your customers and plant some trees. Thank you very much for bearing with me to the end of this video. If you have any questions on any of those 3 topics, just reach out to any of the 3 organizations for the topic you want. And if you have generic, how do I get this done questions, you can always reach us at info@digitalhumani.com, and we'll start the process and guide the process with our partners in the mix, and we'll help you get this project done. Thank you very much. Have a great day.